Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to the Let's Play series. It is me, Waddles, here. I have a new suit of armor. I'm looking pretty fresh, and so is this tree farm. We worked on this last episode, but you didn't see me work on this edge path last episode. If you look really close to the thumbnail, you could actually see the edge path, but it looks really, really nice, actually. And guess what? Even more importantly, I have been using it. I've actually been farming trees here, so I've already shocked myself with this farm. But today, we have an exciting job to do today, and that is the map wall. We're going to build a map wall in the swamp, and it's going to be a detailed map wall, and that's all we're probably going to do today, other than a few small things like this magic that I'm about to show you. Watch this. Magic. The bridge has appeared. No clue what happened. Don't know. It just randomly appeared there. But here's a new bridge. So this bridge will link us up to the tree farm, obviously, and back to spawn. I wanted to throw one in here because now we have a whole like circle, if you will, or whatever. A few ways to get into the swamp, which is nice. So the map wall. That's the thing I'm doing today, and probably the main thing, the only thing, maybe fixing up a few things, but initially I was thinking the map wall goes over by the cactus farm, because there's nothing over there, and it would be nice to put the, like something over there that I'll hopefully go and look at. After thinking about that doesn't really make sense. I'm never going to see the map wall over there if I don't go over there, and so I was thinking, okay, well, where will I always see a map wall? And I was like, well, I'd see a map wall here. If I put a map wall right here, I would see it. And so that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to put the map wall right in here. We're going to build a wall kind of standing in this area and put the map on it. So then I will always see it. You guys will always get to see it. And like I said at the beginning, it's going to be pretty detailed. I want to do the most zoomed in part or forum version, whatever, of the map possible. And I don't know what we'll do with the dock here, if we'll like stretch it out, I'm not sure. But I want to put just a big wall here. It's going to be 8 by 8, so 64 zoomed in maps. It's going to cover a lot of area. It should cover way more than the whole swamp. I hope. If I do it right, it will. So if we ever expand, everything will be on it. So this is the hard part, figuring out how far back this wall needs to be for me to be able to see it easily. I think if I set the wall, say here, like the front of the wall, that's a little far. Probably more like there. That looks good. But what we're going to do is a little trick. If you didn't know, when you put a map in an item frame, it takes up the whole frame, so you can put whatever you want behind it, including a light. So if we make the wall out of jack-o'-lanterns and just encase it fully so you can't see jack-o'-lanterns from the ship, then the whole map will always be very bright, very, very clear and easy to see. But wait, this is off-centered. I don't think it's going to really be a problem. I'm just going to go with it. So that's how tall the wall would be. And I think this is perfect, because imagining if I turned off the HUD, I would be able to see the wall like perfectly in my screen. So I think that's what we want. And then I can zoom in, of course, with C. So I guess constructing the wall, and then on the back, I'm just going to probably cover it with plain old dark oak wood. Pretty boring, but the trees will kind of disguise the wall. I'll grow another one in here eventually, just to hide the wall from the ship, because it definitely isn't the prettiest thing, but from this side it is. The wall is most of the way, well, it pretty much is done. This is what we're looking at. That is the wall. Pretty gigantic. And then we have a big map in there. So now I just need to find leather. I have plenty of leather scattered across all of my cow farms. Here's 27, and then I think there will be enough in here. Wow. Item frames really are costly in terms of wood. Now the maps. Thankfully, I went caving before this episode. Here is the new diamond count. Really have to silk touch these, or fortune these. We might as well do that right now. But the maps, that is going to be the costly part. 17 diamonds though. Wow, so that's how much we have now. We got plenty. And the redstone, that we're going to take a hit here. Ugh, not liking that at all. I am for sure going to have to grind out the caving experience after this episode is done. Now the paper, which shouldn't be a problem, even though I have not harvested our sugarcane farm in quite some time. So the method here is going to be a little bit hectic, a little bit all over the place. When I do these map walls, which I've done a lot of these before, I usually fill up my inventory and pretty much go from map to map to map. But I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to start with just these, 9 maps here that I think I lined out. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start here. And we're going to do this zoom level. And I'm going to go a little out that way. I don't want to go too far that way because I don't know what I ever plan to do out there. We can adjust the wall later. But I'm just going to go from map to map to map and start filling this in and come back every 9 maps. Don't know where the center map should go. I'm leaning towards right there. The map wall is just about done. Not entirely though. I didn't do that whole bottom L of maps just because I don't really feel like any more maps. When you make a lot of maps like this, it gets tedious. It gets a little annoying, honestly. So this is our wonderful world. So this down here, where my crosshairs are, in that area is the zombie spawner that we have not done anything with yet. So that's kind of a good bottom point of the map for now. Trust me though, I will expand it and finish it. And then up here, there's a witch hut right there. I didn't go in it. I didn't even go near it. I avoided it. But it's there. That's a witch hut. And it's connected by water to the boat. So that's pretty exciting. So if I caved out in this middle area a little more, we'd really spread the whole like area of everything that is all lit up and, you know, would have good rates in theory if we made farms. But yeah, that's the map. I'm kind of speechless. I kind of thought our stuff was bigger, honestly. I thought it would take up more maps, but it all makes sense. Our whole settlement is in this whole kind of square area in there, and now reaching over to the tree farm, which is absolutely massive. But now this thing needs to be fixed, and I already have the easy fix in mind. Kind of thought about it while I was making this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just simply go from this beam. We're just going to make this whole section pop out 1 block. That's it. A pretty easy, simple fix, but it does exactly what we need it to do, which is let us view the map and all of its glory. The fences might come out if they become obstructive, but they look fine right now, so that is all good. Now we can see our whole settlement, civilization. You see, spawn is the really interesting thing to me because you can see the whole wall wrapping around and then it just kind of ends. So I'm gonna definitely need to connect this forest path, which you can kind of see poking through there, to spawn. Hey, that's a W. But anyways, who remembers this ship? Yeah, this is my base. Doesn't really look like it, but it is. And I want to, believe it or not, do a little work on the ship today. I just want to get the official floor in here, like the actual deck. This sits one lower than the floor was ever going to be. So I just want to figure out a little bit of a floor plan in here and get it all lit up. Obviously, I can only do so much of this floor because the back part is going to be a big room. And so with the floor, I was thinking it might be nice to get a little fancy and go with some granite. Granite combines pretty nicely with wood usually, so I'm thinking we'll line the side of the boat. We'll just do the floor in this little square, I'm thinking. Trust me, this tree was never meant to be permanent. It's been a long time that this project has not went anywhere, but I'm just going with a pretty like kind of square pattern design. Everything's just going inwards, pretty basic design. And then I'm thinking the back room will start somewhere around here. This project is tougher than it looks, but we have to keep in mind that, oh wait, trapdoors, don't go there. We have to keep in mind that there will be a big flagpole in the middle of this deck somewhere, so I'm not too thrilled about this design here. It's not my finest of work, but it's something. It's a little progress. I wanted to make some progress on it. So with all of that being said, being done, that is today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the episode today. I had a lot of fun doing today's episode. I really like making the map walls, even though it's tedious, it's fun. But thank you so much for watching, and this has been Waddles, episode 42. Did I say 41 earlier? I don't know. Anyways, thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.